Good morning, all, and welcome to another week of Teeya Tuesdays, episode 4. I've missed you. I hope that you've missed me. And don't be alarmed by my camera muse going on here. This is on purpose. I didn't use my other camera on purpose. I wanted to have kind of like a documentary kind of diary kind of feel going on, because that's just how I'm feeling right now. And really what I wanted to talk about, you guys, was it's okay, especially as a leader. I know you feel the pressure of, if you are a leader and you're watching this, you feel the pressure of always being on point and always being perfect and always having something to say. But honestly, there are going to be times when you don't have anything to say. There are going to be times when you don't have any advice to give. And the only place that you can be is in your head, and you can't rush that process. And that's really where I am now. And I was thinking all week, like, what is this week going to be about? And I got a new song for y'all. I was supposed to record it 2 weeks ago, but I'm like, it's not time yet. It's not time for that yet. So I'm like, okay, what should I do? And I couldn't think of anything, and I was freaking out because I'm like, I do this so that people can feel encouraged, so they can have a place to come to recognize that they're not alone, and that the things that they deal with, it's not a personal issue. Like, there are other people who live an everyday life just like you and have to face the same problems and obstacles. So I look forward to that, to encouraging people, and to have nothing to give is a humbling feeling. But that's a feeling you have to be honest about, because I don't want to give you all anything synthetic. I want it to be real, and I want it to be the truth. And so I can honestly say the only thing that's on my heart right now is that. And I know the world around us seems like it's moving so fast now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, when I was younger to how things are now, like, it seems like everything is so quick. Like, things start quick, end quick. You want the dream body you want, you can have it like that. You weren't born with a small waist, you can get a waist trainer. Like, it's like, in our effort to fix the things that are wrong with us, it's kind of like we're skipping the process just to get the image, and that's almost always a formula for disaster. The process is what makes you grow internally. You know what I mean? It's something that can't be uprooted, because it transforms you. And looking at the meaning of transformation, if you're transformed, or whatever is transformed, it can't go back to its original state. The original state no longer exists, hence a butterfly. So that's really what's been on my mind, just with everything going on, with the pressure to stay relevant, with the pressure to stay up with fashion and people and what's on TV. And sometimes, y'all, you really just have to just be by yourself and chill. And that's what I've been doing all week, just trying to find the time to be by myself, because you can be so busy moving, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that you're literally falling apart on the inside. And for some of us, because you don't pay attention to those natural indicators that you need rest, or that you need a good crying, or you need just a good day at Netflix, because some of you don't pay attention to that, it ends up showing itself in sickness, or depression comes on you out of nowhere, or your body just starts functioning differently. And in order to avoid that, you just have to learn how to take that time. And that's what I've been doing. And it's okay to admit, whether you're a leader, whether you're in a relationship or friendship, it's okay to admit that, man, I don't have anything to give right now, And I know I'm normally the person you would go to for help. I know I'm normally the person you would come to for advice. But right now, I just need my space. And a lot of times we're uncomfortable with saying that, because we feel like we're being rude, or we feel like we're being mean, but you're not. You're being honest, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so I really just been in my head. I've just been thinking. And to some people that may seem like a waste of time, but it's very crucial. And some of us need to sit down and think for hours, because we've made decisions in the past that we could have made better decisions in. We're doing things that's not like us. Like, it may be for a good reason. The deed may seem like it's a good deed, but it's not true to who we are. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I'm not confusing you all. And this is exactly why I put in a documentary diary kind of, set up. I'm not editing this or anything, because I want you all to know that it's okay to be in a space where you just thinking. And you may not even land on an idea, or you may not even come to a conclusion while thinking, but it's okay just to be in that space. To ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life right now? Is this as good as it's gonna get? And I know to, people who are older, they may say, honey, you're only 25, it's not, this is just a phase, it'll pass. And that may be true. But when you're so eager to make a difference, it bothers you that you're not mastering every moment, that you're not mastering every second. It bothers you that even the potential that you have, you're not using it. It bothers you that you're the only one who's constantly in the way. And I've just been spending this time asking myself those hard questions and making myself be honest, and it's just caused me to just think and think and think and think. And there is one thing that I've constantly been thinking about that I've come to a conclusion on. And I had asked myself, like, Teeya, you could be in such a better place exposure-wise, and why aren't you? And I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't pressed to, to be nobody's superstar. But I had to keep asking myself the question, because I know that wasn't just the real answer to it. And I was just like, you're around so much opportunity, but yet you stay to yourself, You're around different people you can get to know, and potential friends or potential, associates, and you just stay to yourself. What's the deal? And I was like, Well, what I came to was, in terms of exposure, I don't want to have a light that's synthetic, And when I say synthetic, of course, that means not real. Like, I want to shine. I want to be known and embraced for me. Not because I'm commercial, not because my show has amazing editing software, and because I got on the latest fashion on my show, because you can see in my background and I got leather couches, and like, I don't want to be known for the imagery of things. That synthetic light, what we put on, the pizzazz. I want to be known for my inner light, because that's the only one I'm comfortable with. The light that people can give and take away, I have a problem with that, and I'm turned off from it. So in turn, I don't want to say I run from it, but I steer clear. And I was looking over my goals and stuff for next year, and I was just like, man, what's going to get in the way of this? And it was that very thing. Running from or being afraid of synthetic light. The pedestal that people will put you on, the limelight that people will put you under, being afraid of that, and not wanting to be in that, just wanting to be me. And I want to be able to perform and speak and meet people and still just be Teeya. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to add nothing to my name. Don't carve me out to be anything. Just let me give what I have to offer and then just almost disappear. Like, take my message. Don't try to take me. But the world don't operate like that. They want you more than they want your gift. They care more about your mess than they do about the miracles you can do. And that's what I steer away from. So that's why I've been in my head. because it's like there's going to come a time where you have to choose to die for what you believe in. And the death may not necessarily be physical, but it's going to be so painful that it'll feel like it is. And I don't know what your death may be, but for me, the dying of me would be to step out into the world and do what I love to do in front of people who care about it and in front of people who don't. And if you watch my show, you know, I pub it, you know, when the show's up, I put up, you know, flyers here and there, but I'm not harassing nobody to watch my show. You know, I'm not sending y'all inboxes with just the link. You know how people do that? They just show up in your inbox. You ain't spoke to them in 8 years, and they just hit a link to watch this. No, watch me, not watch that. But I'm not doing that. You know, I'm just offering it to whoever want it. And so the death of me will be to really step out and offer it, period. To step out and accept the light and the lack of privacy that's gonna come from exposure. And we all like our privacy. We all like to be anonymous. That's why people be so hood when they're going off on people online, because they can say whatever they want to say behind closed doors. But there's such a comfort in just being in your own skin and not feeling the pressure of being anyone else. And in that light, there's such a pressure to be perfect. There's such a pressure. And people may say it's not, but it is, because the littlest thing that's wrong, people will be like, did you see what she had on? Or her heels was leaning, or you can tell that was a lace front. Did you see her eyebrows? One was... And see, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff I don't care about. Like, I don't care about it. And I don't want to be judged for something I don't care about. However, I do know that it's a reality of life. And the truth of the matter is, there will be people who will go without hearing my testimony. And I've never even shared that in full, but hearing my testimony and what I've been through, there are people who will go without the songs God has given me to sing to them and for them because of my fear of being seen. Because my only desire is for my light to be seen, my message to be heard, my music to be heard, but not for Teeya, because Teeya is a whole mess. Like, she's a whole mess. Issues out the yin yang. But the purest part of me, the best, most efficient part of me, the priceless part of me, the perfected part of me, the reason why some people think they love me and are major fans, that part of me is the God part of me. And that's the only part of me I want people to see. Because when you start looking at Teeya, you're only going to realize more and more that I'm mortal. And I don't think that should be on display, because anybody who's human got issues and are a hot mess. And I just want people to see the help in me. You know what I mean? The hope in me. Not look at me and be like, Lord, help. So that's really what's been on my mind. Or whether or not I'm going to give up my comfort for people who need me. Because see, I'm just saying like, Lord, well, I put it out there. I did my show, you know. But he was like, you ain't really exposed it. You've opened it up to people who you know. You've opened it up to people who you know are different. You know are like you. You've opened it up in a safe place. You haven't broadcasted it to the world. You haven't exposed it in a way where people can say no, you know. And he's right, I haven't, because I don't want to die. I don't want that feeling of death to expose it and be rejected or whatever, you know, to the furthest extent of what I feel like that death would feel like. Lack of privacy, fake people around me who just want to be around me because of what I do. I don't want that. It's weird. It's almost like I'd rather be nobody and have 2 friends because I know that they're my friend because of me, than to be rich and famous and have 50 friends and to go to sleep knowing that none of them know me. And I just want what's real in life. I don't want what's real sparkly. I want what's real. And that's what I've been in my head about what I'm gonna do about that. Because all of us have it. There is something in your life that you want to do, and you haven't exposed it all the way because you're afraid. You're afraid of what'll happen when the light's on you. You're afraid of what'll happen when the attention's on you. When people have the opportunity to reject you, what will they choose? Will you be able to handle that? Am I good enough? Those questions that we ask ourselves. And I haven't answered myself yet. So, and I'm holding back tears this whole time. And not because I'm afraid of crying, but I just wanted you to be able to hear the words I'm saying. When people be crying, you can't hear nothing they're saying. You be like, You don't know what they're saying. But I'm just saying that, man, if you're in a place right now of chaos mentally, and you just gotta sit down and think, because life's not going, not that you can control life, but life's not going the way it could be going as far as what you could be doing to make your life better. If you know that's not happening, if you know you're not happy, you've got to sit down and say, what's wrong? I know that sounds crazy, but I do it all the time. Like, Teeya, what's wrong? What is wrong with you? Like, why did you just snap like that? Like, if I end up snapping on somebody and they didn't really even do nothing to me, I feel so bad. And after I say, okay, now what was that really about? Because I gotta know if I knew it wasn't them. And so I guess that's really what I'm just encouraging you all to do, is just to just chill and vibe out. Like, I'm listening to my song Take Off. Like, this is my jam. If you haven't heard it, the link to my SoundCloud will be below. Please feel free to listen to it. It's really a song. I'm literally singing it like I'm reading my journal. It's not about doing all the riffs and the runs. It's about how I feel. And the song is really just about being tired of where you are. And just like, I'm taking off. Like, I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? Who was there, who wasn't there, what I have, what I don't have. I don't care. I'm leaving. So I be jamming. Like, I be in the car blasting this song, like, in tears. Because sometimes you can feel so stuck, especially mentally. You can feel so stuck to where you get so frustrated. Like, what is wrong with me? It could be relationships, whatever. I've been in that place. You're in a relationship with somebody you ain't got no business being with. And you're like, why am I still here? It's almost like you just want to shake yourself. You just got to get that chill time in and think. And what's so funny, if you pay attention, everything prevents you from doing that. Critical thinking is the number one way to make an amazing decision that you will never regret. Critical thinking. We're taught critical thinking in school when we were younger. And if you just watch how things are going now, everything is made for you not to think. You'll be using GPS. You could go to this same place 20 times and you'll use the GPS every time. What happened when we had GPS? You had to use monuments to remember, and after you got lost that one time and you found it, you knew where to go every time after that. Now we're looking at GPS, our eyes are so focused on this phone, we're not even paying attention to what's around us. Same thing with these smartphones. They're quote unquote so smart. You're losing your basic skills. Like, people won't even do simple math in their head anymore. Let me get this calculator. Like, simple math. You just gotta tune, for real, like, you gotta cut the TV off. Music is fine. Music is real, it's in real time. You know what I mean? Like, It's nothing about it that speeds up time and nothing. Like, it's right where you are, which is great to listen to. But you gotta do that. Especially if you're about to make a critical decision. And I know many of you that are watching, you're already declaring what 2015 will be because of what 2014 was. This is the time to get in your own space and to really check yourself and say, now, yes, 2015 is a new year, but if I'm not doing something new with a new day, then I ain't gonna do nothing for real in a new year. You feel what I'm saying? A new year is a new day. It's the same thing. Man, you gotta zone out. You really do. I ain't trying to overpub my song, but it's just one of them songs. It don't even gotta be me. It could be Drake. Anything that just mellows you out, just so you can get your mind right, get your thoughts together. Ask yourself what you really want. Are you making the steps to get there, or is what you want what you're doing on opposite teams? So, I know you guys are used to new music every week and, nice camera, my Canon, but sometimes you gotta let your hair down. And be okay just to say, I ain't Gucci today. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be cute today. I just want to be here. I don't want to have to put on. You know what I mean? And that's really why I'm coming to y'all like this. And I hope I don't sound like I'm all over the place. But if I do, it makes sense because I've had so much on my mind. And that's why all I can offer to you all is that advice that if it's so much on your mind, you've got to separate yourself. Take that time to think and do constructive thinking. Ask the right questions. What am I doing? What am I gonna do? And then proceed. I love you all dearly, very dearly. I appreciate you all for watching my show. And I know you all care about where you're going, and you care about your ambitions for life. You care about self-development. You care about being better because you're watching my show. Like, there's no gimmicks to my show. So it's like if you watching because you genuinely just have a heart to be better. And every now and then you just want to hear some good music and be uplifted. That is the only reason why you watching. You ain't watching to hear no tea. You ain't watching because I'm messy, because I got the latest nothing. And I appreciate that realness. And that's exactly why goes back to it. That's exactly why I just want to stay in a real area so that I could just attract real people. But that's my issue to deal with, not y'all's. So have a great day. And if you're watching this at nighttime, I hope you have a journal. If you don't have a journal, get one. I buy journals for fun. Like, I love them. You need one, because you need one. You really do. You have a journal, just get in front of a mirror and just start talking like you're gonna talk to your best friend. For real, because it comes down to that. It really comes down to that. And Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, they're not going to channel and fulfillment that release you need. That status ain't long enough. You know what I'm saying? You don't get enough characters. That's not a picture that can explain it. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and say, I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? And what do I got to do to get there? Because I can't do this. That's where I am. So be cool, y'all. I'm so excited for God willing next week, because it's a song that I know y'all are going to love. And I know y'all love all my music, but I got a feeling this is a song you're gonna go to sleep to, wake up to, let your kids listen to, play it in your car, on your way to work, during prayer, during meditation, during your alone time. You're just gonna play it. I guarantee it. So I'm done here, people. Until next time, be encouraged, be honest, be real, be quiet, be still, and just allow yourself to think. And you make the decision. Don't let outside sources and what everybody else doing make the decision. You gotta keep asking yourself, what do I want to do? Me, what do I want to do? And once you know, then make provisions to get it done. It's Teeya Skipper here. I'm signing out. I will miss you guys dearly. You missed me. Of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Become a part of our community. Comment, like. If you would like to submit anything to me in terms of being a writer for my show, you can email me at teeyaskipper@gmail.com. And if you just want to email me, email me. So yeah, until next time, people, deuces.